want to earn that world title. I want to fight Islam. I want to beat the best in the world to prove I'm the best. And I'm training, I'm staying fit, I'm doing everything I possibly can. I'm eating the right foods, I'm doing all the right things, but then it's just getting extended and prolonged.
I don't care for any of that. I'm so intelligent, I'm so smart on the feet, I'm so elusive. I'm long, I'm tall, I'm rangy, I'm undefeated against southpaws. So when we face off, he's got to get to my leg. And he's got to be able to catch me when I'm longer and taller than anyone he's ever faced before. But also, I'm just wickedly fast, and he's never seen anyone as fast as me. He can pull in bantamweights, and they're never going to be as fast as me. I'm the fastest in the world, and that's my specialty. I'm just, until they stand in front of me, they think they can do something, and then their head just starts snapping back.
Islam Makhachev fires back immediately, exposing what he believes is Ian Garry's biggest weakness. While Garry trusts his movement, Islam insists elite wrestling changes everything and promises to finish the fight on the ground.
Wrestling, grappling, he have always problem is the guy who have good wrestling, good grappling. That's why I will follow same plan. I will finish him in the ground. But I can striking with him, I can kick him, like I can play with him, you know.
Yeah, but he can kick you back.
It's no problem, man.
It's no problem.
Khabib Nurmagomedov takes Islam's confidence even further. He believes Islam has always chased the toughest opponents. And according to Khabib, beating the best isn't just the goal. It's the expectation for a champion operating on another level.
On another level.
Yeah.
Just people have to understand.
Yep.
Yeah, they have to understand. Islam is very good. I told you.
Mm-hmm. You have. You told me. You told a lot of people. Yeah. You're kind of known for telling us things that then go on to happen. So why not just tell me exactly what is going to happen with Islam Makhachev's career? When he is done, what are we going to say about this guy?
When he's done?
When he is done. What are we going to say about Islam Makhachev?
He just finished number 2 pound for pound.
I know. What kind of a career are we looking at with
and
this
we
guy?
have a head like Volkanovski, number 1.
Yeah.
Our plan, fly all the way to Australia and fight in backyard of pound for pound king right now.
Mm-hmm.
Alexander Volkanovski. Or if you don't want to fight, okay, give us Benil Dariush. He deserves 8 win streak, you know. Doesn't matter who. We just want to fight with the best because it's...
Khabib Nurmagomedov isn't just predicting another Islam Makhachev victory. He believes Islam has reached a level where Ian Garry simply isn't the challenge he needs, making a bold prediction about how quickly this fight could end.
You know, like finish in first round, like Islam say on way in, it's not gonna be 5 rounds, it's gonna be 2 or 1 round, you know, because of a lot of things. Amateur career, professional career, UFC career, all win streak, about his age, about how he's hungry, everything come together, you know. Islam on different level right now. He needs someone like high level fighter.
Dana White then reveals one of the most remarkable stories behind Islam Makhachev's rise. According to Dana, Khabib's father predicted this entire journey years ago, and watching every part of that vision become reality still amazes him today.
This guy's going to be a world champion. This guy's going to do this guy's going to do that. Everybody says the same thing, and almost nobody ever does or makes it. His father said, Khabib will go in and dominate, and he'll have a run, and when he's done, and then Islam will come in behind him and do the same. And, you know, holy shit, it played out exactly the way his father said, which is pretty amazing.
Daniel Cormier explains that Islam Makhachev's greatest weapon isn't just his wrestling ability. It's the unshakable confidence that nobody, no matter how accomplished, could ever take him down or break his belief.
Islam had this confidence and belief about himself that you just weren't going to take him down. It didn't matter who was wrestling with him. It didn't matter if it was me, if it was Kane, if it was Luke Rockhold, if it was Khabib. He just thought that he wasn't going to get taken down by it. It didn't matter that you were the more credentialed guy or the better guy. He had this belief that you couldn't take him down. This dude has one of the most difficult legs. He always said that, and I'll make a YouTube short about this, where he goes, take this leg. This leg cannot be scored.
Rashad Evans believes this matchup is much closer than many fans first expected. While Islam Makhachev has evolved into a complete mixed martial artist, Ian Garry's ability to adjust during a fight could create problems few opponents have managed to present.
This is a lot better fight than I initially thought. We know that Islam is, you know, he's morphed into so much more than just being that dominant grappler, right? You know, his striking, his kicks, all aspects of his game is on another level. But there's something about Ian Garry's game that I feel is hard to get past. I feel like one thing that Ian does really well is that he makes adjustments really good on the fly. You know what I'm saying?
He's a problem solver.
Yeah, he's a problem solver, and I feel like that gives a little issue. He's got some sneaky power. He's got some accuracy. He got some tricky things that he does.
Khabib Nurmagomedov believes Islam Makhachev's greatest advantage was built long before he entered the UFC. According to Khabib, the harsh conditions of Dagestan created fighters who were forced to survive first, making hunger and discipline their biggest weapons.
I think it's location. Dagestan location. Last 1,000 years in Dagestan all the time was war. And that's why people is so tough. If you talk about us, like fighters, you can watch anybody who's very good fighter from Dagestan, but they all come from poor life and they all was very hungry. For example, like Islam, myself, Ankalaev, they all was very poor. They don't even have food. When you have good coaches, good system, and you have hungry, very powerful young generation, to become fighter is like you don't need to be special. You have to be hungry.
Joe Rogan takes the conversation even further, making a comparison that surprises many fans. While Khabib Nurmagomedov is already considered one of the greatest ever, Rogan explains why he believes Islam Makhachev has evolved into an even more complete mixed martial artist.
Khabib is without doubt one of the all-time greats, one of the greatest to ever do it. But the difference between Khabib and Islam is elite stand-up wise. Like Khabib was very good stand-up, but Islam knocked out Volkanovski with a head kick. You know, that's not in Khabib's repertoire. Islam is on another level. It's like one more level above. He can knock you out standing. He can knock you out on the ground. He can submit you. He can take you down. He's fucking huge for the weight class, especially 155. It's like there's so many aspects, and you're always thinking about that grappling when you're.
Khabib Nurmagomedov reveals that Islam Makhachev's preparation goes far beyond ordinary training. Every workout is built around discipline, repetition, and eliminating even the smallest mistakes before fight night arrives. In their camp, talent alone is never enough. Khabib believes true champions are created by legs pushing back and past their limits, refusing to take shortcuts, and treating every training session as if it were already the biggest fight of their career. Other Esklash shortcuts.
Он очень такой, так скажем, на нашем сленге, опытный волчара. С ним нельзя шутить.
Если даже их взять, убрать в сторону борьбу, мое мнение, что Ислам даже чисто в боксе перейдет, в тайском боксе. Нету таких аспектов, где Ислам выступает.
Ian Garry isn't promising a quick knockout or an easy victory. Instead, he says he wants to dominate Islam Makhachev round after round before ending the fight on his own terms. Garry believes a late finish would remove every excuse and prove beyond doubt that he can defeat the fighter many consider the best in the world.
Ideal scenario, I want a 4th round finish. I don't want any early knockout, because then there's ifs, buts, maybes, there's excuses. I want 4 rounds of domination, and in that 4th round, I'm going to tell everybody, I'm going to do it now, and then I'm going to go and I'm going to finish him. I'm going to open the door, I'm going to walk him into my traps, and I'm going to take his head clean off.
Joe Rogan believes Islam Makhachev possesses a level of physical strength that few fighters ever experience. According to Rogan, it isn't just technique that makes Islam dangerous. It's the overwhelming power behind every grappling exchange.
Islam is insanely strong. Like he's got that sort of elite grappling strength that comes from decades of throwing human bodies around.
Yeah.
There's a thing about that. Like here is Demetrius Johnson says, I felt it, I know. Fucking Max Holloway just texted me, how strong is that Darce? Like that's a sick Darce. Islam is elite.
Yeah.
He's elite when it comes to like strangling.
Joe Rogan believes Islam Makhachev has already established himself as one of the most dominant champions the UFC has ever seen. What impresses Rogan even more is that Islam's success wasn't limited to lightweight. Control and championship mindset into a heavier division, completely shutting down elite opponents backs before they had truly any chance to adjust. Rogan says that's the mark of a truly exceptional fighter. Rogan says that's the mark.
Dude goes up one weight class, goes up to 170. He was the 55-pound most dominant champion ever, most title defenses at 55 ever. Just dominates at 170, like every round. People are saying it's boring, but listen, man, it's boring if you're a casual. The fact that he was able to do it every round, it was a little frustrating because you wanted Jack to try to adjust, but he couldn't, man. Islam shut his game down right away. He low kick front leg real quick, had him limping real quick. Like within the first round, he had hit it 3 or 4 times back.
Ian Garry believes winning the UFC welterweight title would transform the entire division, not just his own legacy. He argues that an active champion creates bigger fights, fresh rivalries, and exciting stylistic matchups that keep fans invested year-round. From potential rematches to brand new championship clashes, Garry sees himself as the fighter capable of bringing new energy to the division. In his eyes, the welterweight title picture becomes far more exciting once he is the man holding the belt.
I tell you another thing. The welterweight division is better and more interesting with me as the champion.
Why?
And that's a fact.
Why?
Argue all you want. People can argue. It's a fact, in my opinion, that when I'm the champion of the world, the welterweight division is better off. Firstly, Islam only fights once a year. So his next defense might be in July 2027. But the matchups, the stylistic matchups, they're very different. You have on the cards a potential rematch with Carlos Praxis. That would be massive. You have on the cards there's potential. Arguably the biggest fight you can make in the sport at a certain point is a potential rematch with me and Shavkat Rakhmonov whenever he's able and capable to come back.
Javier Mendez respects Ian Garry's striking skills, but he sees a completely different fight once the action reaches the mat. While Garry's range and movement could create problems on the feet, Mendez remains fully convinced that Islam Makhachev's grappling would eventually take complete control of the fight.
And Garry, he's a bit of a weird one, right? Like, he's a difficult guy to fight, difficult guy to look good against. He's long, he's rangy, he's pretty strategic in there. How do you feel like he matches up with Islam Makhachev?
He does well with Islam on the stand-up because he's rangy, he's tricky, all those, but on the ground he doesn't. He does okay, but he doesn't survive on the ground, I don't think. I mean, well, okay, he might survive 5 rounds, but he won't get the best of Islam on the ground. That I'm 100% sure.
Ian Garry is convinced he represents the toughest stylistic matchup Islam Makhachev will face at welterweight. He believes his height, reach, movement, and ability to defend takedowns separate him from every performances against elite contender in the division. Garry points to his high level other elite competition as proof that he can handle high-level wrestlers while remaining dangerous on the feet. In his mind, no fighter presents Islam with more unanswered questions than he does.
On the feet, I'm tricky on the ground, I'm hard to touch, I'm hard to control, I'm hard to predict what I'm gonna do, I'm hard to read. All of those are elite stand-up and grappling skills. So from my point of view, there is nobody in this division that is a trickier matchup for Islam Makhachev. I'm 6'3", I'm long, I'm tall, I'm beautiful. I know how to use my hands, my feet. I know how to stop the takedown. I stopped 15 of 17 takedowns from Shavkat and Belal Muhammad. I know what I'm doing in this sport. 4 people in this sport since I made my UFC debut have doubled.
The rivalry between Ireland and Dagestan is beginning to take center stage once again. While many fans immediately think back to the unforgettable McGregor and Khabib feud, Ian Garry believes this chapter will tell a different story. Wust. He sees this title fight as an opportunity to restore pride for Ireland, settle an old rivalry, and prove that this generation can change the outcome on the sport's biggest stage.
Did you call the Garry fight round 2 of the Irish versus Dagestan rivalry? Like they say, from AliExpress, right? So what is AliExpress? Is that Alibaba?
Yeah, it's like kind of
Temu?
Yeah.
Wish,
yeah. It's like that.
So he's mocking it?
Cheaply manufactured.
He's mocking it?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
He's saying it's nothing like Khabib verse.
That's crazy. I mean, who would say that? But it still is round 2.
That's his whole point. Yeah, it's round 2, but it's the Wish version.
The clip of him saying this is the AliExpress version of that Dagestan-Ireland feud, sort of laughing it off. Is there something here that you're trying to, right the wrong from what transpired in 2018?
What a terrible way for him to sell the fight. What a terrible way for him to talk about himself. Yeah, I take pride in this fight. I take pride in the fact that I'm going to be able to go out there and get a massive win back for my country at the highest stage, at the highest possible point in my career, with all the marbles on the line, the UFC world title. This is the second time Ireland and Dagestan meet in that octagon for a world title, and I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that it's 1-1.
Michael Bisping believes too many fans are making the mistake of overlooking Ian Garry simply because of Islam Makhachev's incredible resume. While Islam remains one of the most complete fighters in the sport, Bisping warns that dismissing Garry before the fight begins could be a serious mistake, making this matchup far more competitive than many expect.
And I'm telling you right now, this fight for Islam Makhachev may be a lot harder than what people think. Given all of the accolades that Islam Makhachev has, it's easy to just dismiss Ian Garry and say, listen, he's got to just run right through him. Okay, you could send him to Dagestan or Georgia for 20 years and still forget all about it.
Send him 2-3.
The confidence couldn't be more different. Ian Garry believes his speed, movement, and fight IQ are the perfect formula to end Islam Makhachev's reign. But Islam, Khabib, and some of the biggest names in MMA remain convinced that elite wrestling, relentless pressure, and years of championship experience will once again prove too much. Now the debate is almost over. Who do you think wins this massive showdown? Share your prediction in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more UFC updates.